Hello, and welcome back to the channel. It is so good to have you all here. So thank you for dropping in and joining. If you're watching live, please feel free to drop stuff in the chat. I will very definitely do my best to respond. If you're watching this back, then sit back and enjoy. I am currently sitting in our orange Kubota, right next to the not the same orange, and I don't know if that slightly grates on you, ring of bales. We got a nice healthy amount of bales. Let me just jump out of this Kubota actually, and we'll jump into our baler, and hopefully that will tell us how many bales we got out of here last time. 44. So not bad. So there's 44 bales sitting there fermenting into silage. We've currently got 36% fermented. So this was all done yesterday, so August in game, and obviously there wasn't masses to do today because all the grass that can be cut has been cut. So we're kind of sat waiting for that to ferment and for this to grow again. So what I thought I'd do is, off screen, I headed off and started a contract, and I just merrily hired a worker, which is what I normally do, and it suddenly stopped working, and I was like, not sure why this guy stopped working. Why has he stopped working? And it turns out we'd run out of money. So we had about £6,000 left when I left off last week's episode. That disappeared, about 4,000 of that disappeared overnight. And about £2,000 has disappeared into this contract so far. So we're going to zip over there. We're just going to jump straight to the vehicle. No, that's tractor, baler. Here we go. It is a potato contract, and this is where it got to before we ran out of money. So we're just going to keep chugging along, try and collect all of the stray potatoes, like these little ones over here. We are kind of getting down towards the end of the contract, which is good. We might nip off and probably start another one, depending on how long it takes to get it done. I don't know if we will get another contract completed. That's about how much of the field is left to be done. So, gonna line this up. Snap the GPS so that it keeps it nice and straight for us. Whack the cruise control on. And press a magic button that makes it go ever so slightly faster. Not too fast. We're not, trying to harvest at 20 mile an hour or however fast this potato harvester will go. We're just going to try and keep it in the realms of realism. Why not? So yeah, we've got it locked to about 10, which is what the suggested working speed is telling me. As you can see up here, that's where the worker has been doing it, but hasn't quite had enough room down this headland to get completely turned around. So what I might just do is put another couple of strips in. Mind you, we'll manage to turn it around in less than this, won't we? Because we're not a computer. It needs extra room because it doesn't want to risk bumping the hedge. I don't mind a little bump in the hedge. I think it's called creative parking, isn't it? Just when you sort of graze something into a space. So that is done. Let's just do another little strip down here, just to make it a bit easier for us. Make sure we don't have to get creative with the hedge. Okay, swing it round again. Let's drop it onto the cruise control. Swing it round. Lock onto that GPS. Okay, we're going to adjust the GPS. And now lock onto the GPS. Could probably set it up to do auto driving as well. But at least if we've got a little bit of fun to turn around at the edges, that gives us something to do, doesn't it? Although we are nearly full. We're getting up to about 80% in here. This is not particularly crazy capacity, it's about 20 or 22,000 litres of potatoes you'll get in here. Which is nice and realistic, but it's not as much fun. Sometimes, especially when you've been doing a job like this all day, you just want something that's a bit quick and fun to finish it off, don't you? There we go. Right, let's keep chugging away. Okie dokie, and I think that is going to be full. So let's speed off. We're going to fill up our trailers over here. All of this equipment is borrowed, by the way, from the person who's got us doing the contract. They are providing the equipment for us. It's not bad, it's a nice big... It's a Fendt, I think it's the 1038, yeah. So it's not the really big one. Right, that's the first trailer filled. We're going to pop the rest in this one, and then we'll need to go and fetch another few thousand more litres of potatoes, and then we'll be ready to go and make a delivery. Let's back on the GPS, cruise control, lock the speed, and away we go again. I'm just gonna set the time back to its normal rate. I do just run it right down at half time when I'm sort of sitting, waiting, or doing something in a menu. But I do try and run it ×3 or ×5 normally, just to make sure there's some progression throughout the day. There we go, snap onto that GPS. Going nicely. Nice lot of potatoes coming in the back here. We're looking at something like 12 to 14,000 we need to do a little delivery into the village. Right, that pass has given us 8,500. So we're nearly going to be there. Oh, still going up actually. $9,500 that pass gave us. So we'll just keep filling it until it's at about 12,000. And then peel off, unload, and we'll take a little trip down to where we are delivering them. There we go, peel off, and turn this off and speed up. Right, we will hop out of that, hop into this, and get ready to go as soon as this trailer is filled. That will do. I think we're about 6 potatoes short, but that will be plenty for a trip. So we're going to head down, and we need to come back and get that line as well. Every potato counts, because once we have delivered enough to fulfill this contract, we will get to keep what is left on the field, which I'm hoping will be maybe £3,000 or £4,000 worth of potatoes. 1,000 litres of potatoes sells for not very much, about 200 to 300, just because you get so many of them off a field. This is probably my 18th or 19th trip, something like that, down. They're 2 quite small trailers, so unfortunately it means a lot of trips. But we were going with contract gear that we were offered. If it's a mowing contract, we can probably pick that up quite easily. We've got the gear for that. We could pick up a tedder, so we could do some hay contracts if they were needed. We're getting quite a few trees, so I'm just going to hop in a bit closer just to counter the trees. Otherwise, all you're getting is a lovely view of trees, and while you might like trees, you might not want to see just trees. Right, here we are, just coming up on the right hand side. So we brake and swing in. And I've just realised I've now got to reverse a double trailer on stream. There have been a few outtakes for how well this has gone in the past. Nope. Right. Again, pretend you are not seeing any of this. Ooh, dup. There we go. Pull it in, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. Leave it there. Jump back in the cab and... oh, look how I successfully reversed both of these trailers in. You don't have to buy it, that's fine. There we go. Get the trigger to come up. I think I'm too far over from that excellent bit of reversing that I totally did all on my own. Okay. Avert eyes again. Oh, come on. I'm not too far over. There we go. Let's just swap what side it's tipping on. And that'll solve the issue. And now we're going opposite sides on the back. That works. That was a lot more faff than I was hoping it'd be. And I've got to admit, I completely forgot it was this double trailer system and that it's really awkward to reverse because you've got to go the same way. Normally you go the opposite way with one trailer, but because you're double pivoting, yeah, it's confusing, very confusing, and sometimes we just have to pretend and pick the trailer up. I mean, I play completely and utterly realistically all of the time when I'm recording, and I never ever cut bits out of recordings, honest guys. Heading past, I think this is corn on our right hand side, which is a nice little crop, and maybe come October, November time when that is due to be harvested, we might be able to jump on that harvest contract and get harvesting it. This corner, yep, that's our field. Well, not our field, the field we are currently working in. Right, it's going to be a bit of lather, rinse, repeat as we head over here. I'm going to park up a bit closer to the potatoes where we're harvesting them, so that we don't have to drag the harvester as far. Right, hop back in it, turn it on, and off we go. Snap the GPS, there we go. I had a row I hadn't finished, didn't I? Oops. Come back and get that in a second. So the way I see it, by the close of play today, we need to have at least £4,000 sitting in our bank account, because that is what we are going to have to pay overnight in leasing fees. And obviously we don't want to go further into debt, because I think if we end up going into debt for that, we're going to have to start taking out more of a loan, which could be harder to pay back. Although it will only be a short-term thing, because our silage should be ready to start selling, I would hope, tomorrow in game, so October. But it might end up being closer to November, or in November when it's ready. So if we can in contracting today make about £8,000 definitely to have sat there ready and waiting, that will be our aim. Any more than that is just bonus, because that will allow us to get workers hired and what have you if we do more contracts. Okay, I've just had a message saying this contract is 94% complete. Now clearly that is more than 6% of the field, so I'm hoping we should be able to start generating some profits soon. If I wait until I can turn this around in a minute, then I will work out exactly how much we're going to make. Sorry. Let's talk some English, shall I? I will work out exactly how much we have left to deliver, and we will be able to work out that one's contracts. There we go. And that one. So we've got 32,300 litres. So that's one more trip. And then we will have delivered enough to complete the contract. We've worked 92% of the field, so we need to work a bit more of the field for the contract to be complete. But after this load, we can then start delivering to wherever we want to make profit. And we're about to crash. Stop. Well caught. And let's head on. Let's lock this on again. Right. So harvester's nearly full again. And then we'll need to do another little bit. And then that will be our contract. Well, our obligation for the contract done. So we can then start generating some money, and if we can generate a little bit of money, we can hire a worker, and he's full. And we can hire a worker to get going on with this, or carrying on with this, and we can have a look and see about starting another contract. I do also need to check, let's check the used equipment while this is unloading. Okay. Nothing really of interest there. There's the 15-metre windrower. But we already have a windrower. And the balance figures beautiful and red in the corner there, telling me no money, there's no money. I know, I spent it all. But it was for a good cause, is definitely what I'm saying. it basically meant spending the money on the worker basically meant I could have the potato harvester chugging up and down the field while I went and did a delivery. And then when I came back, the potato harvester was about full. So it was a much more efficient use of time, even if it was a bit expensive. But you saw what we stand to earn from this contract. So we're going to take in 33,000. There will be a small reduction in that fee, or in that contract price, because we borrowed the equipment. So probably a few thousand it will cost to effectively lease this equipment from the farmer. And we obviously have had the workers' fees, but I think it's worked out quite well overall. We're not in too bad a position financially then, and we can do a couple of other contracts to try and pick up the bank balance a little bit more, and then we can have a bit of a quieter October or November for making sure we're available to deliver bales and not having to be out doing contract work when there's stuff on our field that we can do. Because I also suspect that maybe November time we might be able to get another cut of grass in. So we definitely want to make sure we're available in November and not having to scrabble around to earn money to just pay our leasing fees overnight. I'm also a little bit worried about starting any of the vehicles other than the Kubota, because obviously we own that, so that's fairly okay. But if we start any of the other vehicles and start putting engine hours on them, that could potentially land us with a big fee for leasing costs, because we pay per engine hour on all of the leased machinery as well. So you've got your daily fee that you're charged, even if it sits there and does nothing all day, and you've got an hourly fee as well that we pay kind of just for usage, a bit like mileage in your car, I guess. Right, let's hop over to the fence so we're ready to go. 37,000 litres, that should be more than enough to fulfil the 32,000 the contract requires. So let's go. Hopefully, if we get a little bit of money, we can get a worker hired on here, and then we can head off and start another contract somewhere else while they are finishing up. For saying this is a big Fendt 1038, it struggles a little bit with 37,000 litres of potatoes in the back of it. It's a shame. It's not mine, I can't upgrade it, so it'll have to stay as it is. But this is one of the faster tractors in the game, capable of hitting 39 miles an hour. And I'm topping out at about 35. Oh, 36, 37. Going downhill now, that's why. Wait a minute, is that corn in that field as well? Okay, it looks like there's a lot of cornfields to harvest. I mean, if we can get enough money on these contracts, it might be worth, if there's a lot of good harvesting contracts coming up, lucrative ones, leasing our own harvester so that we're not hammered on the costs for individual contracts. How would I deliver it though, because we don't own a trailer, do we? That is the issue. Right, if I line this up a bit better this time, then I might be able to show you that I can actually do it. Sorry for the quiet. Immense concentration required. Right. It's not pretty, I know. Do you know, you won't believe me, but I have done it really, like, almost perfectly off screen. Right, let's pull you that way a bit. Can we get him to finish it off? Can we just pretend we didn't have to pull it that way? Right. We get it like that. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we squeak it past the wall? Might be a slight paint scrape. But if we apologise to the farmer, I think that's not too bad. Only minimum intervention required. Right. I need to change the tip side on this one again. To left. There we go. Hey, contract complete and we're earning money. Excellent. Wow. So just that little bit left. We earn $4,000. That's not bad. And it's not quite fair that we've got an environmental score penalty, because we can't really do any precision farming stuff with our... Right. We'll get back to the field, and then we'll see what other contracts there are. Well, we'll get the potato harvester going again. See what other contracts there are. And head out and start something new. Oh, actually, while we're driving past, because we've, you know, we're on stream, so we're not as tight as it would normally be for a video. This is one of the other farms, Brompton Farm. So you've got the farmhouse there. This was one of the ones that we never really got time to do anything with in the previous Attingham series. So nice little farmyard with... Why did I feel there was a cowshed? There is a cowshed. It's over the back here. So it's got a nice cow pasture. It's right next to the BGA, so the BGA is just there. that is where we are going to be delivering our silage to when that has fermented. I would imagine that will be the next video. Oh, I've thrown the tractor again. I need to stop doing that. I think last time I was on stream I threw a tractor, or... No, I think that was in the video I threw the baler, didn't I? Tell you what, if I turn off... Let's turn off super strength, and then I won't accidentally throw a tractor again. Alternatively, if you want to see me throwing a tractor a bit more, drop it in the comments. I'm always happy to oblige to in-game requests. Right, so let's make this turning here. Now, although this contract is complete and I could just leave that percentage of field, seeing how much money we made from a small portion of a trailer of potatoes. So if we had 37,000 litres and it required 32, we made on... Come on, maths on stream, whoops. 5,000 litres of potato spare. We made £4,000 on 5,000 litres of potato. That can't be right. They can't be paying out that well. How well are potatoes paying out? Okay. Somewhere the maths has gone wrong. I don't know where. I really don't. But so we were at British Grain, which is paying out 285 per 1,000 litres. So if we dropped off 5,000 litres, we should have made a little bit over £1,000. And we've made 4 times that. Oh well. We'll take the money and laugh, is I think the way to go with it. So I'm going to set you off chugging along down here. And let's hop back to our Clash of the Bright Oranges and pick up another contract. Where am I going? Down here. Baling contract. Hello. Oh. Silage bale. We could borrow the equipment on that. Although, how big is Field 41? Do we want to take that on? I'm not doing another potato contract. I'm not. And these are transports, so we'd have to have the stuff, which we don't. So we could do some baling contracts. Hay baling. Some of these other ones, that's hay baling, hay baling, hay baling, and hay baling. That's quite a nice... Yeah, I'm wondering, let's... Do we borrow equipment on that? Let's borrow equipment. Right. I need to work out where that's all gone now. Why is he telling me he's finished work? You've not finished. You've got half a field left, mate. Let's turn you around. And let's start you off on a short edge. There we go. Right. Okay. This is all in the wrong field. Let's see where... Is field 35 the one next to the biogas plant? Yes, it is. Brilliant. Let's hop to our slurry yard and then gonna cheat a little bit to bring all of the equipment over. So just moved the shop spawn point there, and then we'll reset, 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 reset. There we go. And yeah, it kind of is cheating, but I'm gonna justify it because I'm trying to be quick, because I'm on a stream and I'm trying not to be boring by just driving back and forth. But yeah, I totally wouldn't do that if I was playing for the sake of recording. Definitely not. Right, we have the option for swath dropping on these. Toggle work mode. Swath dropping. I think, does this bit of grass count? There's only one way to find out. Let's turn on. Drop down. Nope. This bit of grass is not included. That's probably good because somebody's put a slurry yard on there. Oh, actually, I know what I can do. Having just started this guy off, let me set him up on courseplay, and then I can follow around with the Tedder. That would be really clever, wouldn't it? So let's generate course. I need to do some headlands, don't I? That would be sensible. Headlands, we'll do smooth headland corners. Let's do 2 headlands. Oh, there it is, over there. So that is set to go. Let's start job. There we go. Off he goes. So he will now head off and get that mowing done for us, leaving us free to follow behind and Ted, Windrow and Bale. So what have we got left over here? Come on, run faster, run faster. Is the Tedder still over here? Must be, I guess. Yep, Tedder and Windrower. But most importantly, I now know which way round they are. Where's the field where I was? There we go. That mode. Reset that. Let's just reset that as well to save confusion later on. Oh, come on, man. Stuck already. Set to nearest waypoint, and on we go. Right. I'm going to need to move all this before he gets round, otherwise he's going to get stuck on them as well. Right. Let's drop him off there. I didn't just nudge the baler, honest. You there. Oh, we haven't got anything to like move the bales with. Did it come with something to move the bales, or has that gone? Has that gone up to the actual shop? Yeah, that's there at the actual shop. So let's... And now we've got to move that. I'm just going to throw it out of the way quickly, because we've got him coming through. Move. Right. In we get. Start it up. And we're gonna drop it down, turn it on, and we're gonna ted some hay. Now, in theory, keeping this set as a swath, why is he only don't trust workers. So in theory, if these two weren't so close together, if he was doing what he should be doing and using the whole width of the mower, then it would, in theory, still be able to be picked up by a baler without needing to be windrowed. In reality, because it's so close like this, it'll need windrowing anyway. Oh, our potato guy's got a full tank. So let's stop this guy here, switch him off, and find Potato Man. Oh, he's nearly finished, actually. Credit to him. Right, so let's jump in this. Still running, that's good. Empty him out, and then we'll just finish this little bit, and then we'll actually finish this contract up. Right, let's swap to the other trailer. And let's just run along with him. Come on, keep up, keep up. He will drop potatoes into us, and he will stop there. Oh, he's turned off. Of course he has. Because he's finished his job. Of course he's finished his job. What did he have left to do? Just, you know, finish unloading all of these potatoes. Right, into here. Switch on. Switch off. Yep, through a tractor again. And something's in that guy's way again. I'm getting a recurring feeling of stuff constantly being in this guy's way. We'll empty these potatoes. We'll complete this contract. And then I think I'm going to have to go and sort this guy out off screen. So we will call an end to the stream there. Come on, little Fent. Keep going, keep going. I'm not going to go right the way down to the sell point I had been going to for the contract because I don't need to. And why would I when there's one just here that will hopefully be a lot less awkward to reverse into. I think it's just round behind here. Yep. Well, that just earned us 5,000. And we still have the second trailer to go. Come on. Can I just sort of squeak it partly round? Tip side needs to be right. Drop the potatoes off. And that was another 1,400. So bank balance is currently at 10,000. I'm going to complete the contract. Completed. Collect. And we're now on the floor. £31,000 in from that contract. So the bank balance is sitting at 41,000. I can't jump this hedge. So I'm going to wander into the wilderness. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to jump on the like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And most importantly of all, you have a great day.